Starttls is an extension to plaintext communication protocols, which offers a way to upgrade a plaintext connection to an encrypted connection instead of using a separate port for encrypted communication. Starttls for IMAP and POP3 is defined in RFC 2595, for SMTP in RFC 3207, for FTP in RFC 4217, for XMPP in RFC 6120, for LDAP in RFC 2830, and for NNTP in RFC 4642. Layering, TLS is application neutral. In the words of RFC 5246, one advantage of TLS is that it is application protocol independent. Higher-level protocols can layer on top of the TLS protocol transparently. The TLS standard, however, does not specify how protocols add security with TLS. The decisions on how to initiate TLS handshaking and how to interpret the authentication certificates exchanged are left to the judgment of the designers and implementers of protocols that run on top of TLS. The style used to specify how to use TLS matches the same layer distinction that is also conveniently supported by several library implementations of TLS. For example, the RFC 3207 SMTP extension illustrates with the following dialog how a client and server can start a secure session. S. Waits for connection on TCP port 25. C. Opens connection. S. 220 mail.example.org SMTP service ready. C. EHLO client.example.org. S. 250-mail.example.org offers a warm hug of welcome. S. 250 Starttls, C. Starttls, S. 220 Go ahead, C. Starts TLS negotiation, C and S. Negotiate a TLS session, C and S. Check result of negotiation, C. EHLO client.example.org. The last EHLO command above is issued over a secure channel. Note that authentication is optional in SMTP, and the omitted server reply may now safely advertise an AUTH plain SMTP extension, which is not present in the plain text reply. SSL ports. Before Starttls was well established, a number of TCP ports were defined for SSL-secured versions of well-known servers. These establish secure communications and then present a communication stream identical to the old unencrypted protocol. These are no longer recommended, since Starttls makes more efficient use of scarce port numbers and allows simpler device configuration. On the other hand, SSL ports have the advantage of fewer round trips. Also, less metadata is transmitted in unencrypted form. Some examples include popularity. Following the revelations made by Edward Snowden in light of the global, mass surveillance scandal, popular email providers have bettered their email security by enabling Starttls. Facebook reported that after enabling Starttls and encouraging other providers to do the same, 95% of Facebook's outbound email is encrypted with both perfect forward secrecy and strict certificate validation. Mainstream providers that employ Starttls, Amazon.com, Dropbox.com, Facebook.com, Google.com, Microsoft.com, Sonic.net, Spydroke.com, Yahoo.com. References: Tim Dix, Eric Rescaller. The Transport Layer Security Protocol. RFC Editor. Retrieved October 8, 2009. Paul Hoffman. SMTP Service Extension for Secure SMTP over Transport Layer Security. RFC Editor. Retrieved October 8, 2009. The last line in the example added for clarity. See for example the thread started by Paul Smith. Starttls and EHLO are ETF SMTP mailing list. Internet Mail Consortium. Retrieved October 8, 2009. Dovecot SSL documentation, http://wiki2.dovecot.org/. SSL, port assignment has been revoked. Paul Hoffman. Revoking the SMTP STCP port. Internet Mail Consortium. Retrieved October 9, 2013. Peterson, Andrea. Facebook unregistered trademark S security chief on the Snowden effect, the Messenger app backlash and staying optimistic. WashingtonPost.com. Washington Post. Retrieved November 2, 2014. Cohen, David. Facebook, 95% of notification emails encrypted thanks to Providus unregistered trademark Starttls deployment. HTTP, allfacebook.com. Allfacebook. Retrieved November 2, 2014. ABCDEFGHEFFs encrypt the web report f.org. Electronic Frontier Foundation. Retrieved November 2, 2014. External links, SMTP TLS tests and tools, verify if a receiving domain has Starttls enabled and with which security level.